What's up, Misfit 1 and 2, and we got another M240 Bravo video. I know we've been kind of flooding our channel with them, but it's worth it. So this is your build. So,
alright, so we're just going to be going over final build video, I guess, of the 240. There's going to be more field videos and a field review coming, but dropped in the Polar Star. I got it all hooked up to the airline over here. All hooked up to the scuba tank, regulator, all that good stuff. And I'm guessing all you guys want to do is hear it shoot, so... It works.
It works.
I did have to ditch the custom feed line that I was making for the backpack. There currently isn't any feed line available on the market that I was able to use in order to feed BBs reliably into the gun.
Yeah.
So I'll probably come back to that at a later date, but I do have everything in place to do it.
Yep. So yeah, how many? Actually, we're new to the whole
HPA Polar Star thing.
So I don't even know what to call your regulator. I don't know the terminology. I know it's a regulator.
There's
a tank, but an airline. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what else. So maybe they know. They could help us, because like we were trying to figure out. I know that this is capable to change your FPS and rate of fire.
I know you can change the rate of fire and everything on the FCU, on the fire control unit.
Yeah.
But how to change FPS?
Yeah.
I know that you can crank up the pressure a little bit, but I know that the Polar Star is only capable of handling an input pressure of 120 psi. Right now I'm at 100, and I think I'm somewhere around like 350, 360. I got it up to 120 earlier, and I was right around 375, 380.
And that's like the peak, huh?
Yeah, that's where it's 120 psi is the peak. So, do I have to change to a different nozzle? I obviously can't go up any higher on pressure without possibly destroying the internals of the Polar Star. You know, shoot me some comments, message, anything. You know,
yeah.
Trying to get it up to 400 or 450. See what this baby could do.
We ain't ashamed to ask for help.
I don't know everything.
Yeah, I sure as hell don't know. Because I was about to buy a Wolverine SMP and drop it in my Stoner LMG, and I was just like, that's a whole bunch of new shit to learn. And I may still do it at one point, but not right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went out on a limb with this build. I did have a little bit of experience with high pressure systems before I played airsoft. I played paintball.
Right.
So that's actually where I got the idea of doing the scuba tank rig, because there's a big thing in paintball of running scuba tanks as a primary source of air for a paintball gun. So I did have a little bit of experience with it, but I never actually done the build before. But yeah. Yeah.
So I guess that next thing you guys will be seeing is some gameplay video.
A lot of gameplay videos on the Polar Star. We'll be doing a full field review on the M240 Polar Star system.
Yeah.
Along with my scuba air system in conjunction with the Polar Star. There's actually a couple mods that I want to talk about.
Yeah. Good.
With the 240. So since I took apart my old box mag that came with the M240, it was as we said before, this was a JG or Matrix M240 Bravo. I took apart the box mag, and actually I have those parts right here. This is all I have left of it, just the internals of the box mag. So I had to buy a brand new box mag, and they only sell the Echo 1 box mag. And truth be told, the Echo 1 box mag is a little bit different than the JG box mag or Matrix. And let's see. The first thing I noticed when I was putting the box mag onto the gun is the adapter. It's actually a little bit thicker than the adapter on the JG one. The wiring harness, the wiring harness is wired into the adapter differently. So instead of just flopping around on the outside here, it's actually part of the adapter, and it gives you a much cleaner look and keeps you from pinching your wires. And then the connector at the end of the harness is different. But if you take your original connector and you just flip it upside down, you'll be good to go. It works.
And didn't you do something differently with the
Oh yeah, and then I did a modification to the battery. So normally you have to use, to power the FCU, you have to use a battery with a JST connector. It's one of those little tiny red connectors. Well, I wired my FCU into the... Hold on. Sorry, I have to look at this, guys. Pop that out. Let's pop this out real quick here. Alright. Okay, so what we have going on here is the 240 Bravos, and also I believe the Polar Stars for the M60s come with this new thing called a motor control unit, and it basically controls the box mag. So there's like an I/O on, or input output on the FCU, and it controls your motor control unit for your box mag. So the box mag motor control unit needs power. In order to get it that power, I wired it in series with the power for the what do you call it, for the FCU, and then the FCU, and then since those two are wired in series now, I just connected I just added more wire to it and added a mini Tamiya connector. So now I can power my FCU, and so the FCU, the fire control unit, and the MCU, the motor control unit, on one 7.4 volt LiPo battery wired to a mini Tamiya connector. So it makes everything much easier. I don't need to go out and buy, you know, a special battery with a JST connector on it or whatever. And then, because before you had to run the JST connector to power the JST powered LiPo to run your FCU, and then you had to connect another 7.4 that was wired to Tamiya to power your MCU. But now I have all that in one here. So that's a little mod you can do.
Yeah.
And it just makes everything much easier.
It's cool. All right, so I guess that pretty much does it, huh?
It pretty much does it for the build on the 240.
Yeah, so expect crazy ponage and
people still say that?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe we're just old. I don't know. Yeah, so Misfit 1 and 2, and we'll see you guys next time or
Out on the field.
Yep.